might not be allowed to film inside the stadium on a Premier League match day anymore, but tonight, which is the Monday, nearly a week to go till the Chelsea game when City could wrap up the title, I'm actually in the stadium here in the Legends Lounge among City fans and ex-players, because it's the former players' annual dinner. So I can talk to them, I'm allowed to do this. So let's see who I meet here tonight before we move on to the game against Chelsea on the day.
I think what we've done this season, what we've achieved, being so far behind them at one point, when we weren't playing particularly well, I think it's fair to say, to go on a run like we have and be where we are now is unbelievable. But under Pep, we just seem to continue to get these unbelievable performances.
Chelsea promises now to be a very special day.
It does. Listen, it's the last home game of the season anyhow, so it was always going to be a special day, but it's an even more special day now, isn't it? So let's see what the day brings, and we're really looking forward to it. Hopefully the sun is shining like it is today, that's for sure.
City are on the verge of winning the Premier League, Pete.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some achievement again, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, of course, also blown up. We've not lost a game. He's playing great football, and we deserve it, Ian, really, to be honest. And let's just hope we can beat Chelsea on Sunday.
Is it all down to Pep? Is it about the players? What is it down to?
Both Pep and the players. You've got to have good players, Ian, as you know. We've got good players and a big squad of players, and Pep's the best coach in the world. Play with confidence. We play with width, wingers, you know, in Grealish, Foden, Mahrez on the right.
You like wingers, though?
Of course, we need width and skill, and we've got enough of width and skill. And the big guy's a great player, the Viking, Haaland.
And these fans deserve it, don't they?
We do, we deserve it, of course we do. We're the best in the world.
Can't be any better, can't be any better. And everybody wants it, but I think I prefer we win our domestic trophies first, and anything after that's a bonus. And I'm still the only goalkeeper who's played for City who's got a European medal, and I'd love that to go and get a European medal, the highest medal you can get in Europe.
My fingers are crossed. We've got a great side, great bunch of players, and a great manager, so there's no reason why we can't take the title. Simple as that.
You're lucky you travel all over the country watching them.
Yes.
This is a pretty good side, isn't it?
Very, very good, very, very good side. Very good squad of players. But you need a manager who can motivate them and keep them all together. And Pep Guardiola does that brilliantly. He's exceptional. We're very lucky to have him.
Well, that of course was on Monday, and here we are now on match day. But before I find out what today means to the people who are here today, last night, i.e. Saturday night, when Nottingham Forest were playing against Arsenal, ultimately the title was won for City. I was in the company of Colonel Doug Hurley, an astronaut who went up into space, wore his City shirt up in the space station. He's an American blue, but he's a proper City fan who watches every minute of every game with his family. And I spent a bit of time with him, including that moment when City became the champions. But I also, before the evening, took him to Main Road to show him where the original ground was. You've flown in space and probably looked down on Main Road, where we are now, where Main Road was.
Maybe it was cloudy, I don't know.
How come you're a City fan, and what does the success that City are having at the moment mean to you? Because City are on the verge potentially of a treble, aren't they?
Yeah, it's really exciting. We started watching them when my son was born, because as a little kid or baby, he was waking up very early in the morning. And in the US, that's when the Premier League was early in the morning. And I got watching the Premier League, and I've always been a little bit of a fan of the underdog. And back then, City was the underdog in this town. Man United was huge, comparatively speaking. And so I just started following them, and they had just started acquiring some really good players. David Silva, Yaya, Vincent Kompany, I think that was probably the first year or the second year he came to the team, and just loved the underdog and started watching them. And then and we had the 93-20 moment not too many years later, and it was just one of the most amazing games I've watched on TV. I can't imagine what it was like to be at a match in person like that, but and that I've been hooked ever since.
And you don't pay lip service to this, you watch all the games, don't you? You know what you're talking about.
Every game, and yeah, don't tell my bosses either at NASA or at Northrop Grumman. I will somehow figure out a way to watch every single game of the season.
When you're
live.
up in the space station, were you still able to keep in contact?
Yeah, they would pipe up one live channel, so I was able to watch most of the Premier League when I was on Space Station. That last time I was on Space Station was the year that everything was delayed with COVID, so they played well into the summer that year. And I remember watching probably my favorite match that year was the Liverpool match. I think we beat them 4-1 pretty comprehensively towards the end of the season. Although unfortunately that was the year, I think, didn't we finish second that year? Or was that a year that we finished first?
That was a title winning year.
That was a title, that's right. We did win the title that year, but it was just amazing. And of course, the games that we couldn't get on TV, on Space Station, they would record them for me, and they would pipe them up to my video file, and then I could watch them when I was off. So I still got to see every match that season.
Well, you're going to be at the Chelsea game. Hopefully the title is secured.
Yeah.
And here you are, a bit of history, Main Road, where it used to be.
Amazing. Yeah, this is amazing. Yeah, I can't wait till tomorrow, and still kind of buzzing over Wednesday's match. I mean, it was just comprehensive. I don't know if I've ever seen a team play better. For at least that first half was unbelievable. Should have been 5 or 6-0 just in the first half, and only because of Courtois that it wasn't.
This might be an unfair question, but compare landing Atlantis, the shuttle, for the very last time, and watching City win the league, which is better?
I don't think I need to choose. They're both awesome.
Come over for the game tomorrow, and
I know. We won it already.
Everybody happy? Makes tomorrow just a celebration.
Guard of honor.
This is Central Library in Manchester, the night before the Chelsea game now, and they've made it blue.
We're champions. This is awesome.
You want to see that? Would you see this in Houston or Utah, where you're from?
No, you wouldn't. This is so cool.
Enjoy the game tomorrow.
I will.
So now let's get some fans' reaction today, match day.
I can't believe it's sunny, and I'm a bit disappointed that that Arsenal lost last night. I was really hoping for a draw, so there was something to play for, and we could see an A team out, but I suspect there's going to be a bit of a B team out today. Weather's going to be hot, but it's going to be a party atmosphere, so looking forward to enjoying the party for the champions of England. Come on, City!
Take your time, we've only got a trophy to lift.
Please welcome on stage former NASA astronaut. He's been to space. It's Colonel Doug Hurley.
Woo! It's been the same for a long, long time. But it's all the time. Say that you need me. Always be mine. Always be mine. 'Cause we've got Guardiola. We've got Guardiola. We've got Guardiola's not the line.
What does today mean to you?
A lot. It's gonna be the first time I see them lifting the trophy.
Yeah, three in a row. Hopefully we can go for 4 in a row next season, but yeah, I think it's going to be a good day. And I think after this we'll get concentrated on the treble for the season.
And your dad's giving up his season ticket to let you watch them lift the trophy today.
Yeah,
That's
he is.
some dad, isn't it?
Definitely, he is the best dad in the world.
Business as usual, I think. 5 in 6. Hopefully a treble to come, and hopefully Pep's going to stick around to make real history. 4 consecutive, 5 consecutive, 6 consecutive. Who cares? It's not arrogance. We're just the best in the world, and hopefully that'll be proven in the next 2 cup finals that we've got against the Reds and against Inter Milan.
It's the perfect chilled day, isn't it?
It's not bad, is it? It's we'll get a guard of honour from Chelsea. No disrespect to Raheem Sterling, but if he's in that guard of honour, I'd like to know what's going through his head. Possibly that he's wearing the wrong shade of blue. Who knows? But no, it's been a cracking season and expectations are high, but it's not beyond the pale that this team can get better. I mean, Haaland, it's been his season to assimilate into English football. I hope Gundogan's going to stay. The word is that it's moving towards that direction. Love to keep Bernardo, but whatever we do, we need to be active in the transfer market, keep the squad fresh, and go again next season when hopefully opposing fans will no longer be able to sing Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that, because we bloody well will.
Today mean to you and your dogs?
Well, like I say, he's been on for 5, 6 title parades, Albert Square, and getting a bit fed up with it now, a bit blasé, I think. But this one, Balotelli Junior, is the first visit to the ground, so she's loving it. Well, it's a bit warm for him, but I've got plenty of water for him. So yeah, and basically, I think Pep's done his master stroke again. In January he said we've got no hunger left, so I bet Diaz and all the lads thought, yeah, we'll show you who's got the hunger. And then in February he said Kevin's not playing well at the minute. Ever since then he's been world class, so it's all reverse psychology, I think, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. So 3 in a row. I waited 44 years from 68 to 2012 for my second one, so now I've seen what, 6 in 7 years, is it? Or is that many? I can't remember it.
It's not so rough anymore.
No.
64 years of suffering coming true at last. I remember going to Wimbledon when 6,000 City fans turned up and only 2,000 Wimbledon fans turned up in the lower leagues. So we've had it bad. It's nice to have it good again.
And now every man and his dog wants to come here.
Yeah. And we have the best run club in the world. Without a doubt. I mean, we're putting on different things for the fans before and after the games. It's just a well run club, whatever the Premier League say.
This is just special. I'm quite emotional actually, Cheesy. I don't know why. We've seen so much success over the years, but this team is just something different. That performance in Europe the other night, that first half performance was just ridiculous. Here we are again. I mean, 3 on the bounce, 4 in 5 years. I mean, it's beyond comprehension almost. And it's not just the fact we're winning stuff; it's the way we're doing it and the football we're playing and the manager we've got and the infrastructure at this club. And we just do things the right way. The investment in local people, the employment of local people, the women's team, the academy. It just gets better and better and better. And so I'm genuinely emotional because this is my club. And to see us doing what we're doing is just amazing, and it almost words. It's just difficult to get the words out for you, Cheesy, because this is just the best it's ever been. Now, as you know, look at my shirt.
I've got the same shirt on.
I go back a long way, and that team of the late 60s and early 70s was special. We had special times. The League Championship in 68, the FA Cup 69, the European Cup, Winners' Cup and the League Cup in 1970. These were special times. And then we had Pellegrini and Mancini. But this is the best. This is absolutely the best. And I'm going to Istanbul. I've got a ticket for the cup final. It's just very, very special. It's amazing.
Enjoy the day.
Thanks, Ian.
So it might be a big day with this team, but we don't forget the king.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. 3 in a row. I've been coming here for years, like I say, in the old main road. The olden days was like unbelievable, like it is now. Brilliant.
I was at Main Road yesterday.
Was you?
I took one of our modern fans to Main Road,
yeah,
and I showed him Stan Gibson's centre point, where it still is at the old site.
Yeah.
We don't forget things like that,
No, definitely not. Top groundsman, Stan. Great bloke. Brilliant. Come on, City!
Champions, what can I say? Champions. This season.
Have you got mates who are United fans and all the rest of it?
Yeah.
I hope you're giving it to them.
I have, yeah. The trouble's on.
means that we are now the league champions and we can relax, not like the other seasons where we've had to wait until the last kick of the game. We can really enjoy it today because the team's been absolutely fantastic. Sun's shining, everything's good in the garden.
You've seen a lot of football, you've seen a lot of City. Is this the best?
Oh, tremendous, yeah. I mean, you can't compare other decades with teams and stuff, but this has got to be some of the best football that City fans have seen, presently anyway. I mean, the other night was absolutely fantastic. They just made the other team look like Real Madrid. They made Real Madrid look like amateurs, and that's saying something. But yeah, we're looking forward to today because we can relax and enjoy the situation.
I think it means dominance, really. This is 3 in a row. We're going for the treble. I think that proves that we are the only team in Manchester, the only winners, true winners. We look after past players. Sterling will probably get a round of applause, and I think that's just how we are as a club. And today is just topping it all off, really. Don't need to win, and everybody's happy to come.
Happiness, being
fellow
City fans. And
Yeah, since the days of Stan playing, we've been coming, so it's a long time.
And I think it's just absolutely brilliant to see the amount of people here.
Just give you one.
And yeah, euphoria in some ways, but it's a shame we didn't have to win or score a goal to win the title like last year. But thinking about it, last year gave us a heart attack nearly. So yeah, I think it'll be a good day no matter what happens, and we get to lift the trophy in front of our own fans.
Chill out and enjoy it.
Exactly, we can relax for once.
Absolutely, brilliant.
What does today mean to you? How long have you been following City, for example?
Since I was about 10, which is about 63 years.
So you've seen a lot, haven't you?
I've seen a lot. I did break off in between when all the troubles was on the pitches. I didn't come then. Other than that, I've come to the home games, and now I'm season ticket holder with my sister-in-law, and we love it. We only come to the home matches, and we absolutely love it, and it means a lot.
Obviously, we can see that you're not well, so to speak. So it's obviously a big struggle to come here. So it clearly matters to you a lot, doesn't it?
It does matter, yeah. I wouldn't swap it for the world.
Is this the best team you've seen?
What, City?
This particular team with Pep Guardiola?
No. Well, they are at the moment, like clockwork, aren't they? It sounds wound them up, get out there and play, and they do, and they enjoy it. My team was Mike Summersby and Colin Bell and Franny Lee and Nick Doyle, love Dick Limpardo. Yes, those are my boys.
Well, you enjoy the day.
I will do, thank you.
We are the champions of the world, champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting today.
Whoa, we're the boys in blue. Whoa, we're coming after you, Internazionale. We're coming after you, Manchester United, and we're coming after you next season again to make it 4 in a row. No one's ever done that before, have they, Ian? Come on!
Amazing.
as usual. I'm glad we finished it. It got finished last night because we could have his celebrations then, obviously. And today was just a nice, relaxed day. Brilliant.
We've travelled all over Europe together.
Yep.
Istanbul on the way.
Yep.
Not bad, is it?
No, it's not bad at all. What more can you say? It's fantastic being a Blue, innit?
Are you glad he's your dad and he's brought you up to be a Blue?
Yeah, definitely. Born into it.
Let's see what Don's got to say. Don?
Hi Ian, how you doing?
Yeah, that was pretty good, wasn't it?
It was as we expected, but I didn't think we would have caught them the way we did, to be honest. I thought it'd have been a lot tighter than this, but to do what we do and catch them again, absolutely amazing. Because it's a great club, great team, great club, and we deserve it. You finish top with no arguments. Top team, the best team. No matter what people want to say, what they want to write about us, these are the boys to beat.
You come from Texas for this?
Houston, Texas, living in San Diego, California. There's tons of American fans out there. Believe it or not, we're not all Ted Lasso. You know, it's a fantastic time. We appreciate the artistry that is Manchester City. Absolutely.
I've been lucky enough to spend quite a bit of time with a fella who was very successful in Houston, Doug Hurley, the astronaut.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's been over as
yes,
well, so you're in good company.
Fantastic. From my hometown, I love it. I love it. There's no better company to be in, absolutely. You know.
So you've had the perfect weekend, Doug. How would you sum it up?
It couldn't have been any better. I mean, you know, I think we talked about before, it would have been great to see him, you know, start the team that started a few days ago, but you know, we got lucky and found out last night that they had won the championship already. So, but just a great time to be a City fan and to see the trophy lift in person and the atmosphere here at the Etihad. It's just been wonderful.
So it's been worth it.
Absolutely worth it.
See you next time.
Thanks, my friend.
So that's the weekend. That's the trophy lift. Obviously, City beat Chelsea by a goal to 0, but hardly mattered really, did it? Thanks very much for watching and supporting the work that I do. I'll still be down at Brighton, of course, and Brentford for the last 2 games, even though in theory they don't really mean a lot, but I'll still be there doing that. I'll also be down at Wembley for the FA Cup final and Istanbul for the Champions League final. So see you again next time, and isn't it great to be a Blue?